Yeah. Yeah, good evening all. So myself, I'm Vijay. I hold like 17 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 8 plus years of experience in Python environment. So my experience includes design, development, and implementation of Python and Django based applications. Well versed in implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, URL, etc. Right. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Right. Yes. Can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear?
Yes,
Yes,
it is.
sir.
Fine. Thank you. So as part of today's demo, I'll be covering the following topics. So I'll be giving time for you at the end of the session for your general queries. Right. Fine.
Sir,
Why?
am I audible to you, sir?
Yes.
Sir, my question is 75 days sufficient to complete the Python? I have no idea about Python.
Yes. Yes. 75 only for Python, right? Excluding Django.
Yeah, for core and advanced Python.
Yeah. For core and advanced, we have taken 75 hours. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
It's not a 45 hours, right? It's not a 45 hours batch like others, right? It's a 75 hours, I'm saying. So why Python? So already we have got many programming languages. Why again Python required? And Python is not a kind of technology which is very recently introduced. It was introduced in the year 1989. Why all of a sudden Python has got great boom? If you talk like from the last, if you take up to 2010 or 2015, most in the industry now, most of them doesn't know that there was a programming language like Python. Why all of a sudden Python has got a great boom? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? So today Python is widely used in implementing different implementing different high-end technologies and also developing varieties of applications, right? Like automation application, web applications, animation applications, gaming applications, networking applications, desktop applications. In this way, wide varieties of applications we are developing today by using Python. And widely used today, any kind of applications you can develop using Python, right? Yes. Yeah, it's the first demo session, right? Right. Who can learn Python? Anybody can update with Python, right? There is no prerequisites for learning Python that you need to have the knowledge of C or Java. No, anybody can update. The Python statements, the Python syntaxes looks like normal English statements. They are not as complex as other programming, like and how Python was built and how Python was derived, right? It was built and derived by taking the features or advantages from different other programmings. See, Python was built by taking advantages from different programmings, right? It has taken some advantages from one programming.
Hello,
It has
sir.
take it has
Am I audible to you, sir?
yes,
So this is Saurav.
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt in between, but sir, my one question is that I'm here to learn front end and back end. So in back end, only Python is the important part, or some other also
So
plays role.
yes. One for you, all your queries, I will be giving time at the end, right? So
Oh,
if the queries keep on coming, right? If one you asking queries, the others keeps on asking queries, right? So first, go through why Python, how it was built, and what is the boom of Python currently, and scope of it, job market of it, everything I discuss. At the end, we will discuss, right, for your general queries. Okay, Python has taken some advantages from one programming. It has taken other advantages from different other programmings. In this way, from multiple programming languages, it has taken the advantages, because of which we call Python as a hybrid language. Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications, and Python usage, who are using Python currently, and Python features of Python as compared with other programmings, and the Python comparison with other programming, right? You can just check Python syntaxes or statements with other programming language. Fine. Coding wise, you can check, length wise, you can check, complexity wise, you can check, right? As compared with other programming, right? Yes. Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular, and reasons, what are the reasons, one by one reasons which makes Python super popular. Python scope and job market. Python scope and job market, right? What is the job market of Python? And what is the scope of Python? Okay. Scope of Python in the coming years also, you need to update with the technology, like how long it lasts in the market. It was in the market from the last 30 years. Still, it remains in the market as we are developing many applications today by using Python, and many implementations going in Python in different high-end technologies, right? Yes. This is what I'll be discussing as part of today's and tomorrow's session, right? Starting with why Python. I define Python in 5 lines. It's a general purpose programming, multi-programming features involved, high-level language, interpreted language, and user-friendly programming. I'll just brief you one by one, right? What is general purpose programming? Python is a general purpose programming, right? So before Python, right, if you heard, there were some programming languages like Pascal. There are some programming languages like Fortran, like COBOL, right? Pascal. They are used for a specific purpose. Not COBOL for business. A language which is suitable for developing any kind of application. Such a language, we call it as general purpose programming, right? So Python is such a kind of programming where we can develop any kind of applications, like automation applications, web applications, gaming applications, animation applications, graphic applications, embedded applications, networking applications, desktop applications, right? In this way, wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python. That's why it's a general purpose programming. Multi-programming features. Multi-programming features we see, right? Right. So what all the features? What all the features we see in different other programmings? All those features we see in Python. I'll give a labor example, right? If you're launching a new product into the market, think that a new mobile phone. To attract the customers, if you are embedding all the features of different other mobiles into a single piece, attracting the customers, right? The same way, Python is a kind of programming where we see the features of different other programmings, like procedural oriented, object oriented, scripting, modular programming, multi-programming features, because of which we call Python as hybrid language. High-level language. Python is a high-level language. Okay. There are 2 types of languages. Right? Low-level languages and high-level languages. Low-level languages and high-level languages. Low-level languages, right? Like assembly level language or machine level language. Observe this, assembly level language or machine level language. These languages are not human understandable. They are not human understandable, and they are not portable. Not human understandable, they are not portable, and machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardwares and all the operating system. machine dependent, right? Yes. High level languages like Python, right? Yes. They are human understandable, right? They are portable and machine independent. They are human understandable. They are portable and machine independent. Okay. So they look like normal English statements. I said they can run on any hardware and any operating system. So Python is a cross-platform language which can run on any platform like Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. For Linux, no need of any installation of Python, right? Automatically, Python comes as inbuilt within this Linux OS. Interpreted language. Python is an interpreted language. There are two types of languages, right? Compilation and interpretation, right? Let's check this. Compilation languages and interpretation languages. If I got some lines of code in this way, if I got some lines of code, executing all the code at once, that is what compilation is, executes the entire code at once and displays the errors, if any. Interpretation means line by line execution, which makes debugging easy, right? It's Python is a interpretation, line by line execution, right? Yes. User-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language, which provides simple syntaxes, which looks like normal English statements, right? Yes. Okay. Yes. So this is Python is general purpose programming. Any kind of applications we can develop, multi-programming features with the high level language, human understandable, portable, and machine independent, can run on all the hardwares, interpreted line by line execution, user friendly programming, right? Now, there are two major programming languages today in the industry, right? Used for enterprise applications creations. Okay. If you go back like 10 to 15 years, right? If you go back like 2010, in the year 2010, right? So Java and Python are the two major programming languages which are used in the market for enterprise applications. So Java is 43% used and Python was just 3% used if you go back like 10 to 15 years. But from 2020, after 10 years, so the usage of Java as Python is mostly used in the industry currently, it is the 19% used. I'll just show you some graphs. I open Google and show you, right, some graphs, and the number one ranked programming language today, popular coding language today in the industry, right? So Python increased to 31%. So year by year, the usage of Python is increasing. Very simple. Just open Google and just check popular, just search for popular coding language. Popular coding language, right? Yes. Now you see the results for it. JavaScript and Python will be the most popular code languages, right? Just observe the most popular programming languages. Just I open Google, just it's what is the result it shows. The most popular programming languages, Python first, next comes Java, JavaScript, and other things, right? Yes. Okay. Now, observe this, the Python remains the most popular programming language, mostly used. Next comes Java, JavaScript. Okay. Observe this, most popular programming languages, Python, JavaScript, Java. As part of this course, I'll also be covering JavaScript, right? For web development, people who go for full stack, right? I'll be discussing this JavaScript also. CSS, HTML, Bootstrap, Django, everything will be covered, right? Yes. So here, most popular programming languages used by top 25 unique ones. Python, next Java, JavaScript, right? Yes, Python is used most. See, in 2021-22, if you observe, right? Most popular coding languages of 2021. Python, next comes Java, JavaScript, second thought. See the rankings here. Yes, if you see in 2022. Okay, see this most popular programming languages of 2000. Okay. Now, if you see this graph, right, is if you see this diagram, 1 second, the usage of Python and the usage of other programming languages. Check this. I was just saying, right? Python 30. This is the big circle. 31% used by Python is 31% used in the industry. Java 19%, C++ 9%, JavaScript 6%. C in this way, right? Yes. And even the job openings for Python and the average salaries for Python, if you observe, right? See, it stands first. Python is first, right? See, ranking by volume of job openings, Python and SQL stands first and second. And ranking by average salaries, Python stands first, right? In the same way, you need to have good command on this Python. Okay. That is what popular coding language. Yes. And also, if you observe, right, the job opportunities for this Python, right? Just say Python jobs. A lot of jobs for Python, right? Yes, Python jobs. Just to go check it in the Google, right? In now clear this. See this, what is that? 21,402 Python job vacancies in Hyderabad. Second, Python jobs again. Check this. $21,402 Python job vacancies in Hyderabad and Secunderabad. 1,000 plus Python developer jobs, right? Yes, that is in Hyderabad and only in Hyderabad. Yes. And even people who update with Python framework like full stack, Django, right? Django jobs also, you can go as a Django developer or Django jobs, right? Yes. 23,921 Django jobs in July itself. 1,000 plus Django jobs in India, right? 52 new, right? Fine. Lot of jobs here, 22,265 Django job vacancies on 13th July, right? Yes. Okay. So Python, not only that, people who knows Django is very less. This Python framework, like just like Java frameworks, Python has got framework like Django for web applications creations. People who know this Django is very less, and who has got command on this is very less. So as of now, there is a lot of opportunities even in Django, right? Yes. Coming back, yes. Okay. Python supports Python provides 89,300 inbuilt modules for different domains, right? The popularity of Python comes from this modular programming. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python provides for various environments, whatever domain you are from, networking or testing or data science or big data or database, any background, Python is providing modules using which we can easily perform these operations. For example, you mean by a module, right? For any operate, okay, very small module, right? math module I'll take. To perform any operation, import a module. So 89,000 modules. In that, I'm importing one module called math. I want to find the square root of a number. Import a module, and within that module, you have got many built-in functions. You don't need to write any code. Math dot sqrt of 16. Math dot square root of 16. Yes, square root of 16 is 4. That's it. Import math. Math has got a function called square root of x. In this way, thousands of modules it is providing, right? Yes. And who are using Python today? Who are using Python today? Topmost applications built using Python. Topmost applications built using Python. Okay. Google, right? Google using Python for its web search system. Yahoo using Python. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Uber pricing algorithm implemented in Python, right? Instagram, the prime reason for Instagram to choose for Python is Python practicality and its hybrid features, right? Multi-programming features. Even NASA also using Python. NASA using Python for research and development activities. So it is using Python hybrid features, multi-programming features, right? And there are other applications. If you had applications like Quora, Reddit, Pinterest. Okay. Yes. Apart from this, right, we have got many other applications, right? Netflix using Python for its security, automation, and subscription related things, right? Yes, MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Yes, which uses Python, right? Separate frameworks Python is providing for gaming or game development, right? Like Pygame, PyCora, like PySoy, right? So even in that gaming side also, Python has got great boom. And Maya, a powerful 3D animation, just like Photoshop, we have got Maya, right? Where Python scripting is used here, right? When like the BitTorrent for file sharing service, and iRobot for military and commercial applications, Python is preferred. And companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all these, they use Python for hardware testing purposes, right? Hardware testing, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. So these are the companies using Python who are using Python today, and topmost application. See the applications built using Python. So as part of this course, right, I said Python has got multi-programming features. Python has got multi-programming features. Multi-programming features. Hybrid features. Yes, Python has. First, like procedural oriented programming features, right? It has got procedural oriented programming features. Yes. Example like C language. But even Python statements are Python this coding, right? It's not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programmings, right? Yes. And secondly, like object oriented programming. object-oriented programming like C++, Java, right? Yes. And scripting, Python has got scripting features like example shell script. It has got the features of shell script. Linux shell script, right? Yes. We can write many automation scripts using Python, and mainly Python has got great boom today because of this modular programming. Yes. Modular programming, modules concept where we won't see in other programming languages. Yes, modular. Modular 3. Object-oriented scripting modular like modular 3. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python providing for different domains, right? So whatever domain, right, you're from, Python has got a module for it. Yes, even that many automation scripts will be writing, right? And if you talk about this Java or Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming. But in Python, with object-oriented, without object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, with modular programming, we can develop different varieties of applications. Yes, there is no. So, but in Java, you can use only this object-oriented programming without class object. You cannot develop a Python application or a program. But if you see today, the talk of the industry like the data science, machine learning, this deep learning, they are not never implemented using Java. Python is the programming language which is chosen for implementing it, where it provides different modules or plottings, visualizations, right? For data analysis, predictions, classifications, and clusterings, right? Fine. So as part of the course, I'll be discussing in brief from the ground level to the advanced level about this procedural-oriented with Python, object-oriented with Python, scripting, and modular programming. No need, you won't see much coding here in Python. In the tomorrow session, I'll be showing you some examples, Python coding examples, right? You can just easily understand 100% without any knowledge of Python, right? The reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. What are the reasons, one by one reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular?
It's feature of error handling.
Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular means, see, the most of the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python. They're migrating towards Python because of very less coding. We see, right? Very less coding and simple syntaxes given by Python. Simple syntaxes. The syntaxes of Python looks like normal English statements. Interactive mode given by Python. Interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response, right? For example, in the bottom search panel, type CMD. Yes. Type Python here, right? And say enter. Python interpreter gets opened, 3-arrow symbol, and 3.11.4, that is a Python version. Three point 3-arrow symbol, right? Yes. Okay. Any valid Python statements you can type and check. 5 plus 2 gives the response. X has 10. Okay. Y has 5. What is x value? What is y value? What is x plus y? What is x minus y? What is x into y? 50. X by y, 2. X into 2, 10 into 2. X to the power of 2, 10 square, 100. X equal to hello, HELLO. Print x into 3. Prints hello for 3 times. X into 5. Print hello for 5 times. X into 10 prints hello for 10 times. Any valid Python statements you can type, right? So if you want to come out of it, just say quit. It comes out of it. That is what you can interact statement by statement. This feature we cannot see in other programmings. And multi-programming features. Python has got multi-programming features. Next, hybrid. Okay, hybrid features and wide varieties of applications can be wide varieties of applications we can create by using Python, and many built-in modules or libraries. Many built-in libraries or modules, right? So these are the reasons which makes Python super popular, right? Yes. And as part of this course, right, what I'll be discussing, let me brief you what I'll be discussing, right? Yes. So observe this course content, right? Yes. So from the basic level to the advanced level, right? Python basics by Python is 3 applications, features, advantages, versions, installations, flavors, Python operations, modes, batch mode, editors, IDs, data types, constants, variables, comments, type conversions, right? Escape sequences, strings, string indices, right? Operators, different types of operators, different types of IDs, working with PyCharm, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, NetBeans, working with Anaconda distribution, right? Anaconda prompt navigator. In real time, we use with IDs, right? Not 1 or 2 IDs. I'll be showing you like 4 to 5 IDs how to run the code, right? Yes. Flow control statements, basic Python, right? And loopings, indentations, block or class, like strings in Python, string indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters. Collections in Python, lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, right? In Python, lists in brief, Python list properties, list indexing, list sizing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested list, modifying a list, right? All this. And similarly for tuple operations, set operations, dictionary operations, functions in Python in brief, functional programming, right? Arguments, default, non-default, keyword, non-keyword, arbitrary arguments, variable length arguments, right? Different types of functions like lambda functions, filter function, map function, reduce function, right? Modules in Python, what is a module? Working with different types of modules, import statement, right? Module aliases, reloading a module, right? Packages in Python, introduction to packages, defining packages, sub packages, right? And errors and exceptions in Python, error handling, right? And file handling, working with different types of files, opening them, reading them, creating them, right? Appending data to them, right? Object oriented programming features, right? Like class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, static, non-static variables, constructors, destructors, garbage collector, right? Method overriding, right? Yes, these things. And I will be discussing different types of modules, regular expressions module, database module, OS module, datetime module, graphic module, some models, see some models related to operating system. Okay. Database, okay. So some models I'll be discussing about this by the databases, right? Some models related to regular expressions, some models related to operating system, some models related to data and time, some models related to data science, some models related to big data, some models related to graphics. In this way, different types of modules and how to create our own modules in Python. So regular expressions module, database connection module, Python datetime module, operating system module, OS module, right? Like advanced concepts like iterator, generators, closures, decorators, GUI programming, TK inter module, right? Right, Excel, working with Excel workbook, then data analytics, right? Introduction to them, introduction to data science, and Pandas module in brief, NumPy module in brief, right? And Matplotlib module in brief, right? This is what, as part of this Python, what I'm going to cover, right? Yes. Okay, and people who go for full stack web development, so framework like Python, Django, right? Django history, its features, companies using Django, differences between MVC, MVT, web frameworks, servers, HTTP responses, installations, working with PyCharm, project architecture, different types of PY files, applications creations, Django views, templates, Django admin, Django models, advanced concepts like Django ORM. And apart from this, you need to have knowledge on web development or UI technologies, right? Even this HTML will be covered, CSS, cascading style sheets, a part of Bootstrap and JavaScript, right? And MySQL, this is what will be covered as part of this, right? Yes, so just so as part of this, like Python core, Python advanced, and Python application oriented modules. Less apart from this, web development technologies like HTML, CSS, a part of Bootstrap, JavaScript, and plus, and in this Django framework, Django framework, it's a framework of Python, right? So in this, I'll make you do 15 applications development, 15 applications, right? More than 15 plus applications development. So you'll be doing parallelly along with me in this Django framework. Fine. Apart from this, a project. So only for Python, we'll be spending nearly 75 days, 75 hours, I said. 75 hours, it's like nearly 2 months to 2.5 months it takes. The fee structure is just, it's an offer batch, it's just for 5K only for Python. And for this web development, Django and project, it is 7K. So if you take total full stack, right, at a single shot, if you're doing, it's like 10K, right? Entire thing you will be getting for 10,000, right? And for this 75 hours for this nearly 55 to 60 hours you get. Yes, totally 130 hours you get, right? 130 hours, it takes nearly 4 months for it. 4 months, right? Yes. For this total, at the end of the course, you will get great command, right? It's not like 45 hours course, 75 hours, right? With many working examples and assignments and tasks, the topic wise, I'll be providing assignments and tasks to work with. So you will be building your own code and web development, these things. And if you see this, if you talk about web development, developing applications, right? Yes. Django or this 5 more than 15 will be right. I said 15, but more than that. Take any other like Django apps creations. My project 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be showing you how to work on different IDs. In real time, we work with different IDs, right? The mostly used one like PyCharm Professional, I'll be showing you, right? So, okay, tomorrow also everyone can attend the session, same time, 7 p.m. to see more on this Python using the same link, right? Yes. Now, if you got any queries, you can go with your queries, right? Anyway.
Sir, can I ask?
Yes.
I am a tester. Can core and advanced Python is sufficient for me or not?
Yes, that's enough.
Okay.
Yeah, there, okay. There are two categories of people who update Python, right? Yes. There are two
Yes, yes,
categories.
no, I'm manual tester.
Yes,
Okay, okay,
understand.
I'm-
Python, right? Python means mainly two categories of people, right? The first category, people who runs Python and core and advanced and go for implementing within this data science and in big data, right? Big data, like data analytics, data engineering, right? In especially like Spark with Python. Spark with Python, right? We say like PySpark.
Core
Yeah.
and Java, Python, how many days will be going on?
So 2 months it goes, 2 months to 2.5 months it goes. Max 2 months, and if I take some sessions, bigger sessions, it completes in 2 months. So 2.5 months. And in IoT, as implementing Python is the implementing language, even in AWS DevOps.
7 o'clock is fixed. Hello?
Yeah, one second.
Hello?
I'm coming to the timings, right? Yes, 1 second. So first category of people who learns Python and implementing Python in different high-end technologies. Second category of people who wants to have a career in Python as a Python developer itself, right? Or Python, that is full stack developer, right? They need to compulsory have the knowledge on Django framework for web applications creations using this MVT architecture, model view templates. And yes, about the timings, right? So this demos goes right first 1 week to 10 days. Once again, I'm making clear about these timings of this batch. First 1 week to 10 days, it will be at 7 p.m. in the evening. But after 10 days, right? After 10 days or after 2 weeks, the batch starts at 8 p.m., 8 to 9. Okay. The timing of this first 1 week, 10 days, it will be at 7 o'clock, but later, as requested by the students, people who are from job holders and from those who are going to colleges, right? This 8 p.m. is the flexible timing. So it will be starting at 8 p.m. First 1 week to 2 weeks, first 1-2 weeks will be at 7, later it will be at 8. Fine. And from there onwards, up to the end of the course, it will be at 8 o'clock, right? The same link will be followed. Yes. Any other queries, right? Anyone?
Sir,
Oh, yes, sir.
please tell me about the full stack web development, like front end and back end. What are the features that we are covering in Python for front end and
So-
back end?
So yes. So 1 second, people, if anybody wants to go with Python, 2 months it is taking, and this full stack, right? It is taking 2 months, right? 4 months. But if you got any urgency, within 2 months, you can go parallelly with both, right? So Monday to Friday, you will be having classes on this Python, right? There'll be like Saturday and Sunday, there'll be some classes on this UI technologies and Django, right? So like 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday. This Saturday, there is one Django like batch is going to start. Python in the weekends and this in the week, if anybody wants to go parallel, because first immediately this Django won't be covered. UI technologies like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript for next 1 month, it will be covered. UI technologies will be covered in those weekends. Before you go with the actual Django introduction, its architecture, its sample web applications creations, it takes nearly more than 1.5 months, right? Yes. So if you even this Saturday, there is a new batch of Django, right? At 8:30 a.m. in the morning. Okay. So yes, those things, everything I'll be briefing you, right? And what are the knowledge you need to the front end?
I have one more question. Like if I want to do course in data science, so in data science, what are the all importance of Python in data science? In data science, do we need to learn a high level and in-depth knowledge of Python?
See, Python is required total implementation going in Python, right? Total data science implementation in Python. So the language used for coding is Python for data science. So as part of this Python core and Python advanced knowledge you need to have for that. Apart from these people who go for data science environment, I'm providing in-depth knowledge on those modules, right? Like the example, like the introduction to this data science is given here. In that modules like pandas module in brief, it is discussed for data science and for regular usage, this pandas module. NumPy module, numerical Python in brief, and matplotlib module in brief, right? In this three modules, right? In brief, in depth, where it won't be covered there in the data science course. So here I'll be discussing those things, right? People who go for the data science. And these are the important modules, right? NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. There are many jobs only on these three modules if you have got good knowledge, right? Matplotlib, NumPy, and Pandas.
Sir, I am from a computer background. I have knowledge of around Panda, Python.
You are from non-programming background, you are saying?
I'm from programming background.
Yes.
So I've learned around 40% of Python, but I don't have a clear hand on the programming part.
So that's
So,
what.
So
Yes.
from the starting, can we do like those person who have some knowledge? Can we start some like you give some projects and we can hand on projects along with the teaching?
See, that's what I said just now, right? 15 plus applications we'll be developing where no other will be doing in any other training sites, right? You will be doing parallelly along with me.
Okay.
For
Sir, last
design.
question. Is it important to do it in online or offline? Which one is best?
So
because I'm in Lucknow, UP, and you are in Hyderabad. If you say offline is best, I will be there in a day. I will take a flight from here.
I'm using board. See, I'm using board, right?
Yeah.
If I want to write. Only thing is you cannot see my face. Remaining everything will be same, offline and online. Whatever I want to write on the board, I'll be writing on that where you can see it. Whatever I want to type, I'll be typing. Everything is practical oriented, nothing theoretical. If you got any query immediately, this is demo session, right? So in regular sessions, at any part of that during the session, you will interact. I want the sessions to be interactive, right? So live interactive sessions. If for every statement I type, you people will be responding with the expected output. That's the thing, right? There is no way of coming to offline. You can attend through online. No difference, right? Whatever you want to interact, you can unmute your mic and just give your responses, right? As you do in offline. And if any query, you can ask me, right? Same thing. No need to.
This means that you are suggesting online is good, no problem, not an issue.
Not a problem, right?
Okay, thank you.
Fine. Yes, any query?
Yeah. Can we get the assessment for each module?
There is some breaks in your voice, right? Can you please repeat your query?
Can we get some assessment on each module? So while learning.
Yes. Is assignments. Please be in mute.
Yeah, assignment.
Yeah, assignments tasks will be provided, right? So is getting the output is not the criteria in learning this Python course, right? You need to build your own course. For that, assignments tasks will be provided where you will be writing your own code. Later, I'll be providing the solutions for it. Okay, fine.
Sir, please tell something about the certification that after completing the course, from where we get the certifications about what?
You're talking about this institute certification, or if you want to go for Microsoft other certifications, right?
Institute also, at least we are doing Python, and then we should have any certificate.
You will be given a certificate from the institute level, right? As you are doing, right? And even people who go for certifications like Microsoft, other things, right? So I'll be showing you, right? They'll be testing with the Python core concepts, not advanced concepts. And most of the questions, what are the types of queries, questions, everything I'll be taking separate session for those people who go for certifications at the last. Okay, and where is the site where you can see the information, where is the site, everything I'll be discussing. Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I am not a IT background. In this course, I learned basic.
So people who are from non-programming or zero programming, for them tomorrow's session, right, means I'll be showing you some codings examples of Python, right? The statements, like you can just check how simple the statements of Python. Anybody can update, I said, right? So people who has got 15 plus years of knowledge on Java or programming, or who has got zero, both they need to learn this Python syntaxes, right? So Python means only thing is you need to just spend some time every day, at least 1-2 hours on doing the practical part and experimenting it, right? So every day, if you're doing it, it's you'll get great command on this Python, right? And only thing is which functionality we need to use for which task, which functionality to be chosen, which to be used, that you need to know, right? Lots of thousands of modules or functions are there. You need to have the knowledge on those things. You no need to implement huge codings like other programming, right? Fine.
Sir,
So-
you are also teaching the hand-on experience, which part is used of Python is used in the industries now. Like, so as you told that 89,000 modules are there. Like learning each and every module is a hectic process.
So 89,000, not 89,000, even people. It's not like if you're from data science background, there are 10 to 15 modules you will be exploring. Any other background, right? You will be exploring the domain specific modules, right? Not like all the modules, nobody will explore all those things. If data science related or big data, only big data related module, data science background, data science. If you are from networking related module, depending upon your job role and your domain, right, you will be exploring only those Python related modules. And how to explore any module in Python, I'll be briefing you how to use them, how to import them, renaming, reloading, and how we can dig into that modules, how we can get help on a module, everything I'll be discussing, right? Tomorrow also I'll be showing you some examples of these modules, how we can explore a module even, right? If any module related to any domain, right?
Yeah. Hi. Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Ketan this side.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I am a UiPath developer currently. So sometime for us to automate the complicated scenarios, I used VB.NET. So now the RPA, the flow is towards the AI. So which model we need to learn along with the Python?
For
So that will cover in this course, or need to do separate course, or
for which environment you're talking?
for the AI. So currently I'm a UiPath developer, but now just want to move on AI side.
If you want to go to AI side, right? Some see for this ML, DL, and this AI, right? Different algorithms, techniques are implemented, right? But total implementations goes in Python, right? You need to have the knowledge on Python and how to work with the modules, how to use them, how to explore these things. You need to understand. Means they have got modules, but I'll be discussing some models like NumPy, numerical Python, where you can use it mostly there, even in AI. And plottings like matplotlib model I'll be discussing, and even mostly used huge like big data related module, like huge data from where you can bring like big data model. I'll be covering those things, right? But all the remaining things you'll be seeing in that AI related things, but the prerequisites, everything you'll be seeing in this course.
That's a foundation for that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And sir, just to add what Ketan just said, so the similar situation is with me. So is Django is only required for people who will be going into the web application development and not for the AI? Am I correct? I mean, do we need to get the knowledge on Django?
You are going for what is your domain, right?
So I have enrolled in a college, so I'll be starting my master's in AI from January next year.
So if you have got a time to go with the framework of Python, many frameworks of Python are there, like Django, Flask, Pyramid, Bottle, TurboGear, many among all those, Django is the most famous framework. But if you have got time, then only I will ask you to go for it. Otherwise, leave it to Python for an advances at home. Okay,
sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
In this course, you are explaining the Django REST API also.
Yes, I'll be covering those.
Okay. Full stack only.
Yes, a full stack web development.
Okay. Thank you.
Fine. So if I'm done with your queries, right, I will be signing off for today. Meet you tomorrow, same time at 7 p.m. we see more on this. It's tomorrow's, it's not replication to today's session. We'll be continuing from where we are stopped, right? So more discussion tomorrow. So follow the same link, same time tomorrow, right? Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow. Fine.
Thank you.